Alright, what's up guys? I'm making this video specifically for another YouTuber named Brandon Coin. He's got a similar setup. He uses some similar cards like I have here. Actually, I think it's these ones that he uses. And I just wanted to show him so he can compare what he has. I can compare what he has to mine. And, you know, maybe we can help each other out a little bit. There's things you can do for those that don't know about this. You can accelerate the use of the card, but in return they get hot. Your fan's gonna work harder. I'm not gonna get too into that, but here we go. So in this rig, they're all mailman. Alright, it's enough, guys. In this rig, they're all... Alright, Bailey. Thank you. Alright, Bailey. Whew. Never wanted a yapper, but I got one. These are all 1050 cards, okay? There's 6 of them here. They're all 2 gigabyte, but the smallest one. That's a TI, that's 4 gigabyte. So we got the MSI 2 gigabyte overclock version. We got the Gigabyte brand 2 gigabyte WindForce overclock version. These are the newest versions here. They take supplemental power. The same exact card, but the older version. Here, all 2 gigabyte. Then we have the MSI factory overclock 4 gigabyte, the 1050 Ti. Okay, so 6, 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 14 gigabytes of video memory, and then it actually does make a difference. I know people talk about memory not making a difference, but memory sure as hell does make a difference. I've used the cheap memory, I've used the uncached memory. It makes a big difference, believe me, especially for stability of the rig. With the 1050s and all, not so much. If you're going to be overclocking and all, so I have Crucial Ballistics. No, I use the, what is that one? The Kingston HyperX. Here we go. That's what I used in there. It wasn't really that expensive. It was an 8 gigabyte pack, so 2 4 gigabyte sticks. And then I have the low wattage processor because I don't do CPU mining on here. So it's got a 35 watt processor. That thing stays cool. You can put your hand on it. It does not get hot. And then over to the stats. So here's current, you can see it's January 26th, 12 p.m. I'm using the nice hash. It's the only thing that's installed on this hard drive. Stable as can be. This rig does not crash. This rig keeps going and going and going. No issues. I don't overclock the cards. They're factory overclock. I find that when I do overclock them, I can push another 50 cents, $1, $1.50 a day out of them sometimes, but it's not stable. It runs pretty good. There's certain circumstances sometimes when it doesn't. But here we go. GPU number 3 is mine in NeoScript right now. And then all the rest, which I'm going to assume is the TI. And then all the rest is running Equihash 790. And you could see the daily payout. It's not bad. 77,000 Satoshi. I mean, that's not bad. This rig here actually cost me under $2,000. Everything was bought. I bought everything brand new. Some of the stuff's a little newer than others. Like I've had this card for a little bit, and I've had the other card for a little bit. These 1050s I cycle through. I mean, I I run them, I test them, I make sure everything's going good, and then somebody's going to buy these with some Bitcoin. I've gone through quite a few so far. I think I'm going to be at the point now where I can afford just to keep more, so I'll probably build another rig for myself. I really don't want to get too crazy with rigs here. I like to earn my little bit of Bitcoin, and that's all I need. I collect Bitcoin payments and all, so I really don't need to mine. If I didn't get paid in Bitcoin every now and then, maybe I would want to mine a lot more. The last thing I want to do is go buy it. That's all. Risers I've had really good luck with. I can talk about those real quick. The best luck I've had with risers is the ones that have 4 caps. Let's see if we can get a shot. Okay, so see the 4 caps there? 1, 2, 3, 4. They seem to be the best. And when you go on like Amazon, they're rated, they have the most ratings and they're rated pretty high. There's some other 3 cap risers that I have that work really, really good, and they're rated high too. That's how I pick the risers out. I pick the ones that where the people rated them like 4.5, 5 stars. The motherboard, it's an ASRock motherboard. It's the 81 series. I have the 750 bronze. This isn't actually the power supply intended for this rig. Typically, I would use a gold power supply. This way, the fan's not going to be spinning all the time. I would use something a little bit bigger than what you need. You'd actually use less power with a bigger power supply. So if I put in like 1,000 watt gold power supply, it's barely even going to work power and all this, believe me. It's all something to think about. I believe electricity, cutting your costs in electricity